Hey Gemini, and welcome to this general collective reading for your sign. I am so excited to see what Spirit wants to communicate with you here today. Remember, these readings, they're general, so take the bits that resonate, blend them with your intuition, and also make sure that you are kind of keeping track of which videos I post, because you're going to want to take a look at your big three. So your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. And you can kind of blend all of those energies to get a better picture, a more personalized message. Okay, so your general theme is focus. This is the goddess Artemis. She is the archer. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if for some of you, you have a lot of Sagittarian stuff going on in your chart. So whichever house Sagittarius governs, you might have full of planets. Now, what this is really letting me know, this is a card number 4, might be your life path number or an anniversary of some kind, but Spirit is really asking you to take a look at what exactly it is you are focused on right now. Gemini is it is the most curious sign. And because of that curiosity, you tend to have your hands in a lot of pots. You tend to be exploring, learning, and doing a whole lot of things. And what I really love and appreciate about Gemini is you're doing all of these different things, and often they don't really have anything to do with one another. So you might be taking a pottery class as well as reading, as well as in a book club that's reading the Bhagavad Gita, while also learning how to figure skate. So Gemini, you do tend to spread your energy quite thin, and that's not so spreading your energy is thin, but thin is challenging and creates some hardship in your life. But the fact that you have this vast interest, that's not a problem. Don't lose that. That's part of your magic. Okay, but Spirit is saying, tune in, because you do have yourself intertwined with a whole lot of things, which is challenging you because you're feeling like you're not getting a whole lot done. You're not getting your goals accomplished. You're not seeing the big picture start to manifest. And that's because it's very hard to manifest specific goals while you're focused everywhere but on the goal itself. Okay? And for some of you, I've never had this happen in a reading. For some of you, you might have allergies, because all of a sudden I'm feeling like I have allergies. Okay? Yeah, and I am feeling that. It's like a fogginess in the head, which is unlike you, Gemini. You're usually very crisp and clear when it comes to thinking. But again, you've got so many things that you're focused on right now. It's very, very hard for you to get any traction and build any momentum in one area of life or towards any specific goal. Yeah, feeling that. Okay. So what I'm picking up on is, in an effort to receive or achieve abundance, you have planted so many seeds. You're having a hard time keeping track of them. I do apologize about the glare from my ring light, but you have been chasing abundance. You are looking to increase your wealth. You are looking to increase your, it's like your wealth, like your actual money, but also your value. And as a result of doing that, you are very much in your feelings right now, or you're trying to figure out what exactly it is you're feeling. You don't have a lot of bandwidth right now, okay? Emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually, all the things, you are wiped out, which is probably why Spirit was saying, please do Gemini a favor and offer them a reading. Okay, so it's really time for you to get into your body, to get into the heart and see how you're feeling, and let go of any shame or guilt, or when you maybe tap into the fact that you're feeling pretty crappy. You're not feeling good about yourself. You're not feeling good about your life. Things aren't going the way you want them to. You're not moving in. So it's interesting, because Spirit is saying, you might say, I'm not moving in the right direction, or you might receive this reading and say, oh my God, I'm so off track. I'm not moving in the right direction. I'm a hot mess. I'm a complete train wreck. And that's really not the case here at all. This is a lesson that you're learning. It's one that you are repeating, and we all repeat our core lessons in life, okay? So don't feel like, my God, when am I going to get this right? When am I going to learn the lesson? Girl, you are right on time. You don't have to worry about it, okay? So drop into how you're feeling. And it might even be worth doing a brain dump of all of the things that you have, of all of the pots, of all of the courses, of all of the books, of all of the things you're trying to do. Write them down on one piece of paper and actually say, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about this? What is this bringing up for me? You're going to naturally, as a result of doing that, start to see things it's time to pull the plug on, to eliminate. And then you're going to start to see things that you're going to go right on full speed into, okay? But this is going to require you to take some time to nourish yourself, to re-energize. You are running on empty, Gemini, and I would very much caution you to keep going at the rate that you're going, because it's not going to end well. It's going to end up with you feeling sick, or with you being unable to get out of bed because you have nothing left to offer. And the world needs your light, especially those Geminis. You are fast, you are intelligent, you are creative, you are all the things, Gemini. The world needs you, and they need you to show up in your best self, but also you are worthy of showing up as your best self, okay? So really, carve out a little time. Retreat weekend is what I'm hearing, but this retreat weekend is one that takes place in your own home. You tell your partner, take the kids. I don't take them to grandmom's. You stay there too. It might be you taking social media off of your phone. It might be you turning off of your phone, but you need several days to recuperate from the pickle that you are now in, okay? I know that's a little bit of a weighty message, Gemini, but it's something that this is something you have faced before. And if it's not an actual weekend, like maybe you work on the weekends, it is like when you have your days off, it's time. It's time for you to not be focused on finishing a course. It's time for you to not be trying to cram in all of the things. It's time for you to just sit your butt down and sleep and eat healthy foods and drink your water. But it's time, Gemini. Spirit's saying we can't keep going this way. Yeah, we can't keep going with this intensity. Okay, so next up we have Sisterhood of the Rose. This is beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And Gemini, you are the teacher of the zodiac. You are here to share your magic with others. But right now you can't share your magic with others because you have nothing to give. And I know that this is a little bit of a tough love message, but you've gotten yourself into this. You can get yourself out. But getting yourself out doesn't require you to do more things. It doesn't require you to get to more therapy. It doesn't require you to read more books, to take more courses, to do all of what you're currently doing. You are going to get yourself out of this by stopping, by no longer pushing, by just chilling out and really examining all of the things you are doing, and then intentionally choosing what to continue with and intentionally choosing to cut the cord on a couple of these things. And then we have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? You're like, I'm hearing, well, I would for sure take that weekend away, Karen. And I don't know that I would do it at home. I would actually tell my partner, you are up. You are with the kids. I'm going not to grandma's. I'm going out into the mountains where there's no electricity. My goodness, talk about roughing it. But where there's no service. But go ahead and do it. Follow the call to nourish yourself, to rest, to recuperate, to fill up your cup again. They just said it's like you're not even drinking the dregs. Like there's nothing, you're not even pouring from an empty cup, or like it is an empty cup. And you go to sip from it and it's like wiped clean. There's nothing there. All right, let's get a little bit more. A lot of people are looking to you. A lot of people are placing some pressure on you. It's even your girlfriends. It's like you can't just say, no, I don't feel like going out to dinner without getting a guilt trip or without them kind of laying it on thick. And right now you need people around you that aren't going to do that, that are going to say, all right, you need some downtime, you need some rest. We know it's not personal. When you can fit us in, let us know. We would love to see you. But it's like even your kids, I don't know, maybe you have like many children, but they all have different needs and they're all coming to you, even though you have a partner that's capable, might not get it done as quickly or as efficiently or as effectively as you, but there's other people that can pick up the slack, but everybody still comes to you, and they're still coming to you because you never say no, and they think that it's okay, and they think that it's like they think that you love nothing more than serving the needs, meeting the needs of everybody. They think like, oh my gosh, you know who loves to help us? You know who would love, after she's worked a 10-hour day, to come over and cook for me? You, Gemini. And so it's time for you to be a little bit more honest that you have nothing left to give, that you don't want to have dinner with your girlfriends. You want to go home and sleep. Okay? Thank you. One more card. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, wow. This is a very powerful message. So first up, we have the Nine of Wands, which is all about resilience. So you are going to make it through this. You are going to make some changes in your lifestyle. I'm also hearing maybe even in your social circle, just circle in general, where you're no longer open and available to people who need you. Instead, you're going to be really opening up your energy to welcome people in, that it can be a mutual exchange where they have just as much to offer as you do, and they want to offer it to you. They're not people that are showing up and wanting to take from you. Okay, this is a very delicious energy for you. I want you to really focus on opening up the heart. Opening up your heart to, it's interesting because I've never experienced it this way, but it's like an opening of your heart to let out the crap, to let out what you've got stored in there. And as you let it out, more fulfilling relationships and connections, more nourishing work is going to come in for you. Okay, and then this Ten of Swords, this is despair. This is also an ego death. This isn't one of my favorite cards to pull, I'll be honest. But Gemini, what this really means for you is that you are done. Like I feel like maybe you are just going to hear this reading and you're going to say, okay, I've felt this for a really long time, but now I'm going to do something about it. But you are at the end of your rope with this. You are no longer looking to continue this pattern. And Spirit is really celebrating you and saying, good, we're going to support you in cutting some of this stuff out of your life and pulling back your energy and re-energizing yourself, taking care of yourself instead of everybody else. You live with. There's a lot of people in your experience where it's all about me first. What can you do for me? You help me and then I'll help you. But the problem is that once you help them, they're not showing up to help you. And that's a little bit of what's gotten you into this mess. But you're wiser now. You know this, right? Like you're like, yeah, I know who she's talking about. And so it's time you don't have to cut these people out of your life. You don't have to go like Ten of Swords on them. Right? But you're going to start reclaiming that energy for yourself. You're going to be you're going to be a little bit selective of how much you offer them, how much time, how much of your energy, and instead reclaim that energy for yourself. And as a result, I feel some very, very helpful support coming in for you. People that when they call you and are like, want to go to dinner after a 10-hour day of work, you're like, yes, because I could use your laughter and your medicine. I could use that. I could use your light in my life. It's not going to be taxing. It's going to be healthy. It's going to be inviting. And that's what I see coming in for you. And, but yeah, it's time to pull your energy back from all of the projects and people that are draining it from you and offering nothing in return. And just know that that's going to come by way of probably a weekend to yourself to get clear, to get a little bit of that energy coming in or sitting in yourself. And then you start to do the work of reclaiming it. All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. You know, I know this is a weighty reading, but there's a lot of goodness in here for you. And I think you are on the right track. I don't think that I shared anything with you that you're like, oh, I had no idea I'm spread thin. You know, you're smarter than that. You're way smarter than that, Gemini. And I know that you're ready to make those changes. And I also feel that you're going to make them. I feel your readiness. All right. Thank you so much. Please do let me know how this resonates. If you would like a personal reading, you can book one down in the video description. But until next time, I will see you soon. Bye.